kind of part of the same, in the same line of critiquing. When we do oral and written critiques, we talk a lot about hook, heart, and takeaway.
Yes.
What would you say is the hook, heart, and takeaway for Charlie, in Charlie?
Because there are a lot of costume books. There are a lot of clothing books for LGBTQIA. But I don't believe, I may run into one, but I don't believe any of them are where someone has to combine costumes to show. There are bigender books by bigender authors, and those are on my website. And of course, I'll add to it as I learn about more bigender authors. But the hook was, and I think that's what Beaming Books liked so much, is that you had this kid who put together a costume to show their identity, and the identity is both genders, which hasn't really been done in picture books. It's more about color or sparkle or, you know, other such items, or needing to be called by a certain name, or so that was the hook. And then just what hopefully draws people in is that I do try to show, because we did get a comment from someone, an editor, that said, you know, I was hoping it'd be more joyful throughout. And it's like, finding your identity isn't just joyful. Like, it's hard. And there are people in this group who have people that they're related to or know very well, who identify and have seen that struggle. And it's hard. And imagine being a kid. It's extremely hard. I watch my kids all the time, trying to come out, or having to struggle to never being able to come out until they can escape their household because of like a lot of tradition and everything. And so that's what I was really hoping to show, is like, hey kids, guess what? You can make a costume that represents both of you, and you don't have to explain it. I mean, that's why Charlie just says, like, it's me, and doesn't explain it to the kids. Why? You don't have to explain that. It's your costume, it's how it represents you, and you don't owe anyone an explanation as to why it represents you. And so I didn't want it to be fully joyful the entire time, and Dan agreed with me. Yeah. So that's what I'm hoping is that kids and families and parents get from this, is let your kid make their costume however it looks. It's going to be a reflection of who they are on the inside and what they're experiencing on the inside. And don't just buy an obvious costume from, you know, wherever and say you're going to be a princess this year. Let your kid actually figure out what kind of costume they want to make.